Hello everyone, my name is Maria and this is Knitting as Therapy. Today I decided to share my failed objects of 2023 with you. I think I cannot consider them like a complete failure, but it's all of my experience that I have and that I gathered from all of the knits that I created during last year. I have shared all of the projects that I made in 2023 in the previous video that I will leave linked somewhere here. But today we will talk mostly about failures and some bad experience that I had with patterns, yarn selection, or designs that I don't like, even with colors. The first one that I want to share is this sleepover. That was a sleepover that my mom and me were trying to create together as one of the first knits. She has some experience in knitting, but not a lot of it because she didn't work with the patterns. I also didn't know how and where to find them. Because during 2023 it was like a journey of experiencing patterns, and I opened for myself petite knit patterns. My favorite since knit were Ravelry options. Before I was mostly working with some free YouTube tutorials, and most of these failures are like a result of this experience. So this one was like a freestyle sleepover. It's made with merino cashmere acrylic blend yarn. You can see that the ribbon is a bit too wide and floppy. It's a bit too short as for me, but still too wide for myself. Also, it's made bottom up. It's also the reason of problems with the lens. It's sewed, so front and back panels are created separately and then sewed. It also results in some problems with this sleepover. The v-neck shape is more or less fine, I can say. Well, the shape is fine for sure. The armholes are also, you can see, a bit wide, but it's fine as for vest, but the ribbon itself looks really weird. So the conclusion of this one: with color I am happy, with yarn selection also fine. With sewed parts there is a problem, with ribbons problem, with the bind off or cast on also a bit of issues. So I can rate this one as like the least failed one from all the rest, and we will move like to the top failure of the year. The next failed project that I would like to share is Poppy Tea. It was one of the first, probably, or second designs by Petite Knit that I decided to try. This one is made with cotton, 90% cotton, 10% cashmere yarn. And this is the main problem. That's how I realized that I don't like working with cashmere yarn. I made the same one for my boyfriend with merino cotton blend yarn, and it was perfect. It is smooth, it is nice, the stitch definition is much better. For this one it's too short, looks like too cropped for my taste. Sleeves and ribbon on the sleeves is also a bit weird, bind off as well. The cotton yarn is also not really forgiving, especially in case you need to add a new skein of yarn, for example. It's very noticeable. Any issue is noticeable. Also, the threads were splitting all the time, so it was hard to work with the yarn itself. So I can wear this piece for sure, but not a lot, mostly for some home calls. For work from home it may be fine, but not more. Also, the color is quite similar to my skin color, so it looks a bit strange, I think. The next, so we are moving to the bigger failure of the previous year. This alpaca merino nylon blend sweater. It was planned to be a lopa besa with round yoke. So it was my first top-down sweater that I created, also with YouTube tutorial. It's too drapey, as for me, too long. It grows after blocking a lot. It doesn't have enough of the back shaping, like no short rows were added here. But the main issue that bothers me here is the width of the sleeves. So they are too tight. You can see like extremely tight sleeves here. I can wear this one, but in general, in a combination of yarn selection, design idea, and maybe the tension was also the issue, so altogether works not really well. This one can be worn as an additional layer under something to make my outfit warmer if needed, but it's not like making the outfit better, you know, not doing the job of your hand knitted garment. So that was the next one. The next failure of the year probably is this one. So that's a sock that I still didn't frog. That was like experimental try on my own. So it's made toe up with a pink toe. It's made with sport yarn on 2.75 millimeter needles. So here is like the foot part, then some increases for the heel and slip stitch heel made, and then I decided to make such a color work with a heart, a pink heart on it, and also pink ribbon. You can see ribbon just has no shape at all. The rest part is like more or less fine, but the color work is also too tight. And there is the heel. I'm not completely happy with this one as well. So I decided to frog it and to think how to rework it properly. After having some experience with the color work, I think I can do it better. Or I can embroider this heart on the sock, but in the middle of the leg part, like here on the side, not somewhere on the back. So this will be frogged for sure. One more that should be frogged is this nice beautiful sock. That's Mountain Walk socks designed by Florence Miller. I like the idea, I love the cabling. It took me lots of time to be created. The slip stitch heel is here as well. The ribbon is also great. I even made it with a twisted, like a half-twisted ribbon, but it's made also with a sport weight yarn, like thicker version of fingering. And the problem here is that the heel flap is too tight. It's not stretchy because of this cabling. I love the design, I love the color of the sock. It almost fits me well. I have tried it to block it several times, to stretch it, but it didn't work. Unfortunately, I have to say goodbye to these socks and completely rework them. The problem was caused by the cables that make it tighter and the needle selection, because I made this one on 2.25mm needles, so too tight for my leg. For my leg it's also too tight. The ribbon itself is also too tight for me because it's not stretchy at all. And the main disaster of last year that I want to share is this beautiful piece. I think you may notice that that's the same cotton cashmere blend yarn, 90% cotton, 10% cashmere. I don't see any cashmere in this one. It didn't add any halo or softness or anything. That's just a complete disaster. It was one of the first patterns that I was working with that I also found in YouTube. I have made several of those. One with 100%, no, it was 80% merino, 20% nylon blend. That one was fine with even the stripes. Not sure that I have a picture of it. Made it for my mom, she was happy. It's made in half brioche, so takes lots of time on 3.5mm needles. Then I made one more for my boyfriend in black color, also with a zipper. And this was a try for myself. The color is a disaster, I have already told. The zipper with cotton yarn is also a disaster. The sleeves transition, it's also a disaster. So everything is a failure here. After each washing, it changes its length. It just jumps higher after each washing. And yeah, don't know what to do with it. I don't know. But I don't want to frog it because I don't want to work with this yarn again. And in general, this sweater made me a bit hate working with a cotton yarn. But we will see if I will be able to change it with the spring and summer coming, with some new interesting patterns coming. Maybe I will frog it or throw it away or just donate it. I don't know. It will go somewhere. So this was it for all of the failures that I have to share with you for today. I think some of Ukrainian knitters may recognize some of the designs because we don't have lots of them available in Ukrainian YouTube. So leave a like if you know the designers. Leave a like if you had similar issues, or just if you enjoyed this video. Follow for more. I will share more of my experience in knitting. Leave a comment below and have a nice evening. See you. Bye bye.